Hello and welcome to Dateline Northeast, a program that gives you an overview of the developments in India's Northeast region. I'm your host Karim Zimek and here are the top stories of today's program. Indian Railways to operate special trains from Northeast amid COVID-19 pandemic. First vessel using inland waterways route from Bangladesh arrives in Tripura. And Nagaland's Pungglow Village making a living through organic farming. The Indian Railways is set to run additional special train to make travelling hassle-free during the pandemic. Out of 40 pairs of special passengers trains, 4 pairs will be operated by the Northeast Frontier Railways. It will help to ease travel from northeastern states to other parts of the country. We have a report.
As the country is gradually unlocking amid the coronavirus outbreak, Indian Railways has decided to run an additional 50 pairs of special trains from September 12. With this addition of new special trains, a total of 310 trains will be back on track across India. 4 pairs of special trains will run from Northeast Frontier Railways via Dibrugarh, Lalgarh in the route of Awadh Assam Express. The new special trains from Northeast include Dibrugarh to Lalgarh, Dibrugarh to Amritsar, Guwahati to Bangalore and Agartala to Deoghar. Passengers are advised to follow standard operating procedure during the journey.
ये सरकार का धन्यवाद करना चाहेंगे हम लोग। बहुत सारे लोग बहुत दिन से फंसे हुए थे, बहुत लोग बहुत अर्जेंट काम है जो अपने घर जा नहीं पा रहे थे, बहुत लोग मजदूर है फंसे हुए काम करने के लिए एक दूसरा जगह जाना चाहते हैं लेकिन जा नहीं पा रहे थे। इन सब के लिए सरकार का शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहेंगे हम लोग की ट्रेन खोल दी है।
कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, पूरा रेलवे स्टेशन में कोरोना टेस्ट लाता है, एक आदमी को छोड़ता नहीं है, ये पूरा पब्लिक वाला के चलता है काम, गवर्नमेंट बहुत अच्छा करता है।
According to the railway authorities, the average occupancy has increased from 80 to 85%. For this reason, the authorities decided to run a clone train on the route that has a waiting period of 10 to 12 days so that the waiting list can be cleared. Passengers travelling on the train will have to wear masks and download the Arogya Setu app. These special trains will have sleeper coaches, AC coaches and general coaches. The accommodations will be given only to reserved trains. As a precautionary measure, railway authorities have banned linen in AC conditioners. The authorities have also announced that all passengers have to carry personal linen and their own packed food.
We request our passengers to carry their food from home. Limited food will be provided by IRCTC. Packed food will be provided on payment. But it will be better if they carry food from home. We are sanitizing the stations and the trains thoroughly so that there is no case of spreading of COVID in the train.
Trains are important mode of transportation for people travelling from northeast to other big cities across the country. The services were restricted due to COVID-19 outbreak, but the life is returning back to normal after special measures are taken by the government to tackle the pandemic.
Dolls are the confluence of different ages, time and culture of a region. The rich cultural heritage through the ages can be strongly portrayed through dolls. In today's episode, let's meet the doll makers of Manipur who are carving a niche in preserving the dying doll making art.
Meet sisters Sushila Sorokibam and Linthoy Ngambi from Manipur, who have been crafting traditional dolls for many years. These vividly colorful dolls are locally known as Laiphadibi, meaning a feminine image of God made from shabby clothes. The Meitei community believes that Laiphadibi has a mystique power and is treated as a living spirit with feelings. The sisters are making dolls of varied sizes, ranging from small to life-size dolls.
ꯀꯩꯊꯦꯜꯒꯤ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯂꯥꯏꯙꯤꯕꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯃꯁꯤꯁꯦ ꯁꯥꯔꯒ ꯇꯧꯔꯝꯕꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯦꯞꯍꯟꯅꯤꯡꯕ ꯑꯃ ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦ ꯈꯣꯏꯔꯝꯃꯒ ꯑꯩꯁꯦ ꯀꯞꯄ ꯂꯩꯀꯥꯟꯁꯤꯗ ꯁꯤ ꯃꯄꯨ ꯂꯩꯕ꯭ꯔꯣꯅ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯀꯩꯅꯣꯗꯒꯤ ꯐ꯭ꯔꯥꯟꯁ ꯃꯆꯥ ꯃꯣꯏ 5 ꯂꯥꯛꯑꯦ ꯀ꯭ꯂꯥꯁꯤꯛ ꯍꯣꯇꯦꯜꯒꯤ ꯃꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯃꯤ 2-3 ꯑꯃꯒ ꯌꯥꯎꯔꯛꯑꯒ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯦ ꯁꯤꯒꯤ ꯗꯣꯜꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯄꯣꯠꯂꯣꯏ ꯁꯦꯄꯤꯁꯦ ꯁꯤ ꯑꯦꯗꯚꯥꯟꯁ ꯄꯤꯔꯝꯃꯒꯦ ꯄꯣꯠꯂꯣꯏ ꯁꯦꯄꯤꯒꯩ ꯑꯩꯉꯣꯟꯗ ꯂꯣꯏ ꯄꯤꯔꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯗꯅ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯄꯣꯠꯂꯣꯏ ꯁꯦꯄꯤꯗꯤ ꯃꯇꯝꯗ 3 ꯌꯥꯎꯗꯦꯕ ꯑꯗ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯃꯥꯅ ꯂꯨꯄꯥ 3,000 ꯄꯤꯔꯝꯃꯦ ꯑꯦꯗꯚꯥꯟꯁꯁꯦ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯄꯤꯔꯒ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛ ꯄꯦꯛ ꯇꯧꯕꯤꯔꯣ ꯑꯗꯨꯗꯨꯒ ꯑꯩ ꯁꯨꯃꯥꯏꯅ ꯇꯧꯔꯒꯦ ꯀꯌꯥꯅꯣ 9,000 ꯈꯔꯗꯤ ꯇꯥꯔꯣ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯍꯣꯏ ꯌꯦꯡꯒꯦ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯒ
These dolls carries with them stories of artistic traditions and occupational legacies. Most of these dolls are mostly made with discarded clothes, and it is not just eco-friendly but also aesthetically pleasing to the eye. Bamboo, sponges, threads, stretchable fabrics, Manipuri cloth langjam, velvet sequins, beads are some of the raw materials used to make these dolls.
ꯀꯨꯏꯔꯦ ꯑꯩꯅ ꯄꯤꯛꯏꯉꯩꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯁꯥꯕ ꯍꯧꯈꯔꯦ ꯑꯩ ꯁꯥꯕꯁꯦ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯏꯃꯥ ꯕꯕꯥꯗꯒꯤ ꯑꯗꯨꯝ ꯇꯝꯃꯛꯑꯦ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯀꯥꯟꯁꯤꯗꯤ ꯅꯍꯥꯟꯋꯥꯏ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯔꯝꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯃꯥꯍꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯔꯝꯕꯗ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯆꯔꯨꯅ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯔꯝꯃꯦ ꯍꯥꯏ ꯑꯗꯣ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯈꯪꯉꯛꯄꯗꯗꯤ ꯆꯔꯨꯗꯨ ꯀꯗꯥꯏꯗꯒꯤ ꯂꯧꯔꯨꯅꯤ ꯍꯧꯖꯤꯛꯇꯤ ꯆꯥꯎꯈꯠꯂꯛꯄꯒꯤ ꯃꯇꯨꯡ ꯏꯟꯅ ꯑꯗꯨꯒ ꯃꯇꯝ ꯃꯇꯝꯒꯤ ꯑꯣꯏꯕ ꯃꯑꯣꯡꯗ ꯁꯥꯅꯕꯒꯤ ꯄꯨꯊꯣꯛꯅꯕꯒꯤꯗꯃꯛꯇ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯅ ꯁ꯭ꯄꯣꯜ ꯑꯣꯏꯅ ꯁꯤꯖꯤꯟꯅꯕꯅꯤ
As these dolls have a story to tell, the sisters are creating dolls based on mythological characters and folk tales of Manipur. These dolls are sold at price ranging from rupees 500 to 2,000. Life-size dolls are priced between rupees 8,000 to 15,000 according to the designs.
Masi laigi thoram ju dum yaw sani masi choi ngam basu yati laigi sa basida ko magi mamit pan ba dagi maya pan ba sida choi ba yati ba ko si laigi ama yawi haba.
The sisters have established a doll making firm under the banner Evergreen Goodness Doll and Toy Making Industry. With vocal for local gaining steam in the country, stories like these revive and embrace the craftsmanships of indigenous and heritage toys of the country.
Marking a milestone in India-Bangladesh trade ties, the two neighboring countries operationalized a new riverine trade route recently with a vessel transporting a cargo of cement reached Tripura, a report.
Sonamura port in Tripura recently witnessed the arrival of the first vessel from neighbouring Bangladesh, connecting the Gomti river with Bangladesh's Meghna river. It is the beginning of transporting goods by improving river trade between the two neighbours. Tripura Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb welcomed the trial vessel.
Tripura বাসীকে স্বাগত জানাবো ধন্যবাদ জানাবো যে ওনাদের আশীর্বাদ এবং বিশ্বাস আর দুই দেশের প্রধানমন্ত্রীর প্রচেষ্টায় আজকে ভেসেল আমাদের জেটিতে পৌঁছে গেছে স্বাভাবিকভাবে এটা ত্রিপুরার জন্য এক নতুন দিগন্ত
This comes as the Protocol for Inland Water Trade and Transit, signed in 1972, was further expanded by India and Bangladesh in May this year, with the inclusion of additional routes and ports of calls. All Tripura merchant associations are hoping that imported goods from Bangladesh would be available at affordable rates. The new protocol route aims to facilitate the bilateral trade with improved reliability and cost effectiveness for the business community and the people of both the countries.
Basically, it's a great day for Indo-Bangla
trade promotion, especially for Tripura and especially for Sonamura.
According to a survey conducted by the Bangladesh authorities, 89.5 kilometers out of the 90 kilometers of the Sonamura-Daudkandi Protocol route falls in Bangladesh and the remaining 500 meters falls in India. As part of the riverine trade route, vessels will travel on the river Gomti, Tripura's longest river, which crisscrosses through several districts before merging with river Meghna in Bangladesh.
সমস্যা বলতে এখন নদীটার মধ্যে অনেক বলক গাছ ভাঙা পড়ে রয়েছে, অনেক জায়গায় ট্যাগ আমাদের আসতে মানে খুবই পরিশ্রম হচ্ছে। আর কি বলবো, ওইটা বললে বোঝাতে পারবো না। এই খালটা যদি খনন করা হয় এবং আমি মনে করি আমার বাংলাদেশ সরকার, ভারত সরকার যারা আছে মিলে যদি নদীটা খনন করে, ইনশাল্লাহ আশা করি দুজনেরই ভালো হবে, যারা ব্যবসা বাণিজ্য অনেক ভালো হবে এবং আমাকে কোম্পানি প্রিমিয়ার সিমেন্ট যারা আছে, বিভিন্ন কোম্পানি যারা আছে তাদের জন্য ব্যবসার জন্য খুব একটা সুন্দর রাস্তা হবে।
A permanent jetty will now be soon built in Sonmura for the loading and unloading of goods. The project will further boost Indo-Bangla bilateral trade, making Tripura a key trade hub in the northeast region.
Let us now take a look at some of the events that made news in the northeast recently.
Amidst the ongoing border tension between India and China, the Indian Army handed over 13 yaks and 4 calves to China that strayed across the LAC in Arunachal Pradesh's East Kameng. The Eastern Command said that the Chinese officials thanked the Indian Army for their compassionate gesture. This humane expression by the Indian Army has been appreciated by the netizens across India. Meghalaya government has recently decided to open places of worship in the state if the COVID-19 situation improves by the first week of October 2020. A meeting of all faith organizations was held recently under the chairmanship of Chief Minister Conrad K. Sangma and Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tinsong. According to reports, a subcommittee comprising members from different faith organizations and the government headed by the Chief Secretary is being constituted to revisit the SOPs to be put in place for the reopening of places of worship. In a major breakthrough, the security forces recently apprehended one active cadre of NACN-KNK near Burma camp in Dimapur. In a collaborative operation launched by security forces and police, a 22mm pistol with magazine, 4 rounds, 3 detonators, 3 extortion slips and 1 GPS was recovered. In another incident, security forces also seized consignments of contraband moving from Manipur to Dimapur near Pifema on National Highway 29. The total cost of recovered contrabands is estimated to be 1.44 crore rupees. Assam Forest and Environment Minister Parimal Shukla Baidya recently laid the foundation stone of another biodiversity park, Shahitto Monoshi Upabon, in Geleki Reserve Forest in Shivsagar. Recently, the minister had laid the foundation stone for the biodiversity park, Shahitto Manushi Upabon, in Luki Reserve Forest, Bihari, Kakoi Reserve Forest, and in Saiman Chapori. To strengthen the frontline warriors in the fight against COVID-19, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh recently handed over 1 ambulance each to the Chief Medical Officers of None, Imphal East, Teknaupal, Imphal West and the Authority of Directorate of Health Services. Speaking on the occasion, Singh said that apart from considering opening more COVID-19 care centers, the state government is trying to fulfill other requirements one by one to effectively tackle the pandemic. The strength of the ambulance fleet, which has been put on COVID-19 duty 24/7, now stands at 25. Indian Army recently rescued 3 Chinese nationals who lost their way while travelling in a car in the higher reaches of the Tibetan Plateau and accidentally reached the northern Sikkim Plateau. As there was a threat to their lives given the freezing temperatures, the army unit offered them medical help along with meals and warm clothes.
Now let's visit Manipur and find out about one of the favorite snacks of the state, which has been passed on from generations, creating indelible space on the hearts of Manipuris. Have a look.
The land of jewels, Manipur, is blessed with colorful culture, riveting landscape, and yes, it is also a perfect paradise for food lovers. The variety of snacks found in this state is surely mind-boggling. But there's one snack that rules in every home of Manipur, and that is bora. Bora in Manipur is synonymous with pakora. It is one of the most important tea-time snacks among the Manipuri people. There are many kinds of bora: potato bora, onion bora, prawn bora, cauliflower bora. Be it weddings and cultural festivals, bora is served on every occasion in Manipur. So what is so special about this snack?
Ado bora se hauba khatang na tabidane.
Akwai maitegi mana masing medicinal herb mayam sina hauraga akwai isada kanaba su yam pireba.
Although different herbs and ingredients are used in bora, one of the most used ingredients in bora is maroi nakupi or Chinese chives. Maroi nakupi, botanically known as Allium haukri, is a plant eaten by every native in Manipur as food items or as medicinal herbs. The young leaves are tender, delicious, and are widely used in various dishes in Oriental cooking in the northeastern region and South Asian countries. Some researchers have also linked the chemicals in chives with anti-cancer effects.
Bora Manipur gi oina kwaidagi popular oiba street food amagi marakta amane. Ado si se
thainagi matamdagi ko adum mayam na yam pamna nungdin gumadaga dum yam toina chanaba potneba bora se.
Ado Thaina dang natana haujisu lep laitana chana yadum yam pamna na magun se handri ba hujikawa.
Chara su kangsoy toraga bora se dum hoba sawi yam toraga bora ma dum hoba.
Maroi nakupi farming is also one of the key sources of income for locals in Manipur. Locals says that tribes cultivation is much more profitable than paddy farming. In one of the villages in Manipur, Moirang Kampu Awang Imphal East, about 95% of villagers are nakupi farmer. Other nakupi producing villages in the state are Moirang Kampu Sejab, Angom Leikai, Kangla Sakomsang, Kangla Sipai, and other parts of Imphal East district.
Yamana yumdong yoina loi tore hai tare. The si chaurangna yumdong kainogum torongani chama kar hentakti tormani. The si kainosida atop lekai dagi. I would the compound kang de tangme kaino dagi andro de boyore sidalaga mujukane kang manina logis halaga chahi magi poloksan pigraga ubo yauri.
Maroi nakupi is one of the focused commodities among the items being enlisted under the Manipur Organic Mission Agency to promote its farming in the state. In January this year, a 3-day Maroi Nakupi Kumai was also organized by Progressive Farmers Foundation to spread awareness about the importance of Maroi Nakupi.
Let's now visit Pungglow Village in Nagaland and find out how the locals are growing organic vegetables. To help local farmers transport their agricultural products, a gravity goods ropeway was launched at the village last year. Away from the roaring traffic and maddening crowd of the city, let's travel to the lap of serenity and lend our ears to the sounds of whistling birds. Hours away from Dimapur city, the commercial hub of Nagaland, is a small village called Pungglow. It is situated 10 km from the subdivision headquarter Peri and 50 km away from the district headquarter Perin.
Amikanto itu bosi de. Kan kurator le amikan pochur fight baji. De 9 tak to amikan gorla kan. Bisi kore ami maiki kan ki bisi bakte manukan kapra bi banai. The
villagers here rely on farming, beekeeping, cattle rearing and agricultural activities for their livelihood. The roads to the farms upon the high mountains is not motorable and the steep climb takes 2 to 3 hours to reach the farm. The village is spick and span without any litters strewn around. The vast fertile area of the village provides an ideal situation for organic farming.
Pungglow Village, Pungglow Village, amkan household toile 286 aje, or population toile 1,550 aje. Or amkan Pungglow kan toile soji makan kuina kiti de noikina jogonte itu sukan kiti kore. Ate pra makan sukan itu ditagutikan, aduakan, baru kiba itu patakan.
No wonder organic gingers, cucumbers, eggplants, which are grown on mountain slopes of Pungglow Village, is well known in the state. Considering the difficulty faced by the villagers, a 1.2-kilometer ropeway was launched in 2019. The project was initiated and financed by the World Bank, supported by Northeast Rural Livelihood Project (NERLP). The ropeway was built to help local farmers transport their agricultural products grown in the mountains to the collection center in the village.
ग्रेविटी का फोर्स से ऊपर का सामान नीचे आराम से जा सकता है। इसमें कोई फ्यूल, कोई ईंधन का आवश्यकता नहीं है और इसमें 1/3 का रेशियो से ऊपर का सामान नीचे और नीचे का सामान ऊपर आराम से आ सकते हैं। और
कितना केजी एक बार में? कितना केजी?
एक बार में मान लीजिए 90 केजी ऊपर से डालने से 30 केजी नीचे से आएगा।
The gravity goods ropeway was inaugurated at an estimated cost of Rs 22 lakh. The villagers say that earlier it took 3 hours of transport time to carry the goods. Now it has been reduced to 3 minutes. With that, we have come to the end of this episode of Roving Report. Do connect with us through our Facebook page and follow us on Twitter at AnyIndia_ANI. Like and subscribe Roving Report YouTube channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon to get the latest news updates from the Northeast. I'm your host Skyrim, signing off. Thank you for watching. Goodbye and take care.